Hello, how's it going everyone? I'm back again for another episode. Here I'm doing some work on floor 21. Already done quite a bit, and today I'll continue this same work. I don't know if it's going to be more difficult or roughly the same. That remains to be seen, but I would suspect it may be similar to what it was, and I'm saying that because there are lots of kind of tricky places where I have to dig or place glass slabs in, and it sort of maybe takes some extra time compared to the usual like solid block digging. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but yeah. Now I'm going to start with a brand new hallway, and let's see how the next one is gonna look like. Seems like should be some blocks in there to dig, but that will be seen soon. Let's see, so I'll need to dig those. Oh, these ones as well. Oh nice, there is an air pocket here. So but the water is coming in from here though. I guess I'll place a torch here. This will be probably the best spot I could ask for in this situation, and then yeah, that looks good. I'll just keep digging forwards then. A torch in here as well. Yeah, seems like I'm going right in line with the other hallways, other floors above, so that's good to know. I can continue. Of course, I will be replacing these stone blocks, but not now. After I dig all of the hallways, and I'm not entirely sure how many hallways are left, but oh, not a lot at all, it seems. Maybe just one more after this and I'm done. Whoa, that would be extremely fast. That is likely due to the fact that I didn't need to do a lot of digging, since lots of hallways are kind of hollow, and all I had to do in those was to place glass slab bridges so I could just cross to the other side, but also to keep at least the frame of the hallways, which is essentially just a glass slab floor. So just that is enough in my opinion, and that's what I do. If it's empty, if the hallway is hollow, I'll just go ahead and place some glass slabs as the ones above me, in the hallways above me, and move on. I'm not entirely sure when is this dungeon going to end. The one that I'm in right now, with having to go through like sources of water to deal with water while digging. Oh no, this is not the last hallway. I'm not even halfway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, I somehow got confused and thought that this is going to be the last hallway, but no. It seems like I'm just about halfway. I'd say about halfway done with floor 21 in terms of digging out the hallways. So that was kind of surprising, because I already was kind of in the mood for the last hallway, but seems like that's not the case. Which is totally fine, because I even thought to myself, wow, that's sort of too fast or something. But yeah, now it makes sense. There is still a lot more left. Oh, this may be difficult. Partly because there is no light, no source of light or illumination. I'm not sure if that's the correct way to use that word, but now I can place one right here, since the water isn't going over these last few slabs, and then continue on. This hallway may be a bit faster than usual, since yeah, maybe half of it I just have to place some glass slabs, and that is most likely faster, at least somewhat, compared to having to dig through. And it would be definitely faster if I had to dig through the blocks with a stone pickaxe. But having a bronze pickaxe, it kind of makes it a not even sure which is faster, just placing glass slabs because there is nothing to dig, or digging or just digging with a bronze pickaxe. Bronze pickaxe is really fast, and that's from what I've experienced, at least compared to stone. I don't know how good or bad the other pickaxes are, but I mean, yeah, that remains to be seen. I'll definitely try to find I said iron, but I used to say iron, but I believe iron is not really called iron in this game, maybe, because I saw that it's called, possibly, I'm gonna say possibly here, it is called steel. Like, instead of iron it's steel, so steel pickaxe, if I'm not wrong. Maybe I could be wrong, but I just know that I used to just always say, oh, iron this, iron that, and now I am kind of not even sure if it's iron tools or is it called steel tools. So that's what I'm gonna find out the first time I get some steel or iron, whichever it is. Then I'll see, I suppose. But yeah, another hallway now, and water, this running water isn't as bad as I thought it may be. Feels like it's not that difficult to get around. Just even being completely underwater, it's still not a big deal to be able to place all of these glass slabs. But I guess the only difficult part is, or two difficult parts is that when you are underwater in this game, you obviously have an oxygen meter, so have to replenish the oxygen every once in a while. So that's one thing I have to pay attention to. But also another, maybe even more annoying thing is that underwater the sneak function doesn't work. So if I try sneaking around the edges of these blocks, I'll just fall off if I'm standing on or I'm underwater, whichever it is. Both work, I guess, and that is kind of annoying because I found myself not once just kind of sneaking past the edges of the block without noticing that I'm in water. So obviously then it's a bit annoying because you have to then walk back on top of the whichever block you were, and it takes some time and maybe is a bit frustrating, maybe. But here I'm done with yet another hallway. Now I'll probably have to do some wrestling with more water here, because I do see some more here. I wonder how deep it's going to be. And wow, what's this? That seems like it yeah, this is kind of interesting. There is a really deep dungeon here. I cannot even with the torch, I can barely see anything there. I do see there's water going down there, but how deep the dungeon itself is, I'm not sure. So that remains to be seen, I guess, in the upcoming deeper floors that I begin digging, possibly in the future. Now I'm concerned with floor 21, and that's what I do. Digging along, getting all the stuff that I need, which is mostly coal and copper, but I'd also I'll also collect tin, because this is an essential part to getting bronze ingots. I mean, it's not as essential as copper, but still, I guess. What was the recipe? 8 copper bars and 1 tin bar or ingot. 8 copper ingots and 1 tin ingot combines into nice 9 bronze bars, which is yeah, kinda nice. When I found out about this recipe to make bronze, thanks to a person telling me how to, it's much more, I'd say, at least somewhat more interesting to dig, because it goes much faster, and just the fact that it's something new, a brand new tool for me. So yeah, that's definitely nice. To know how to make bronze is really cool. And nice, another hallway done. And speaking about it, I still have quite a bit of bronze ingots left, so I would imagine that maybe I'll be able to dig at least one more floor after this with the amount of bronze that I've got, but we'll see. We'll see. The bronze pickaxe definitely feels more durable compared to stone, and that's a really good thing, because if it was as durable as stone, I probably would have already run out of all of my collected over the time bronze. So yeah, it took me quite a bit to collect all this bronze, but now, yeah, I hope the amount of bronze picks up. Like I'll be getting more bronze. Did I place a? Yeah, I placed a glass slab underneath for some reason. I hope I get more copper in the future. So like I'm essentially hoping that the deeper you go into the dungeon, the more common copper becomes. But this may or may not be true. I don't know. It could be just completely luck based, or I don't know, like, can it really be luck based? It probably has some sort of spawn rates for whichever mineral or ore, I guess. Yeah, it's not a mineral, I suppose it's ore. Yeah, so that is good. I am running out of torches though, so I'll have to craft some more, and before that I'll also have to check if I even have sticks. Oh, I do. That is good, so no worries there. Oh, almost fell into this one. That would have been not nice, because it seems really deep out there, like down there, and I just sort of like almost missed one of these blocks underneath me, and almost walked on it before placing a glass slab. So yep, I would have explored the dungeon somewhat at least though, and that would have been really fast. Just a fast exploration, I suppose. That's what it would be. Just a very short one, but I guess it would have been prolonged by me having to go down there and pick up all of my items after coming back, all the items that I drop. But yeah, let's see, how far away? Oh, is that just one more? Yeah, seems like I've got one more hallway left to go. Well, not including this one. Yeah, if I include this one, then this one, then it's two more hallways. I'd say that would be more appropriate to say, since I still haven't really started digging it. Okay, so test. Oh, nice. So I had to do a bit of pause here, and I'm not even sure what was I talking about, so that will be a problem, but most likely nothing too interesting. So, oh, now I'm having troubles placing this glass slab, and this is kind of what I'm talking about. Since this slab is covered in water, I cannot go up to the edge of it by using sneak, so I pretty much have to be very careful and just very slowly approach the edge, and then place a glass slab to extend the bridge that I'm doing pretty much. And this is the last hallway, though I'm not sure if I will be able to dig all of this by the end of the episode. Maybe I could if I do less talking and just do the digging like that, and if no copper or coal distracts me. Though I still have probably... Oh yeah, this is not even the last hallway? Wait a minute, this isn't the last hallway. There's one more, or maybe even more than that. Yeah, I guess I'll complete this tomorrow anyway.